Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Like I said yesterday, today is bookmark day, and these are the brand new ones from Let's Resin jewelry frames. They're like huge bezels, open back bezels for jewelry, but they're bookmarks. And they came with 10 or 12. They came with 12 frames and the tassels to go with them. I have like a million ideas. I'm gonna basically do one at a time. I'm going to use my probably 4-hour fast cure to do this, not UV resin, and then they will be done in 2 steps. So we're gonna do a bottom layer and then a top clear coat. I'm gonna do one at a time because I don't know how long this is gonna take. I could basically do all 12, but that would be like a 4-hour video. So I'm just going to start with one. So 6 have these flowers, and each flower is different, and then 6 are plain, and you could do whatever you would like. And they are in gold. I wonder if they're gonna come out with a silver. Not sure. So grab yourself some tape. You can use packing tape or whatever tape you feel comfortable with. I just happen to have a ton of this tape that you do with jewelry. And you're just going to place it on the tape. I don't know if there's an up and a down. Let me look. If there's a difference, there's really no difference. So it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to place it on there and cut my tape. Give me my scissors. And then we need to make sure this is pressed down, like really, really pressed down. So grab yourself a tool of some sort that will roll over it, push over it. And this is a big bezel, so that's why I want to do one at a time, because I really don't want to deal with a bunch of leaks at one time. And it very well can leak. So I'm just going to press it down really, really good. And we're going to do each one differently, which is another reason why I want to do them separate. So I can mix up and not... I thought about actually using my tabletop because it would quickly cure a little faster than my 4-hour. But I'm worried about the bubbles in it, and I really don't want the bubbles in it. But maybe some of them I can do the tabletop. So I think the first one I'm going to do glitter on the bottom, glitter on the top, and a solid color in the center. So let me grab those colors.
Golden frames hold dreams untold. Glitter whispers stories bold. Shimmer dances in the light. Crafting magic.
I prepared a bunch of them, not all of them. And if you remember, and try to remember, because some of them I did not, fold down your top and your bottom so you can move them around without sticking to your fingers. So I did this one at the bottom and the side because I barely had any tape left. And on this one, like I said, I'm going to mix them all separately depending on what design I do. This is my really fast setting epoxy I use for tumblers, and this one's by Counterculture DIY, and it's their fast set, and it will set quickly. I pulled this out to put all my extras in, so I just did 1/2 ounce at first, and I'm going to put a little in another cup to do the glitter. So I chose a brand new glitter. It's called Blueberry Sparkle, and it's got a whole bunch of blues in there and a beautiful sparkle factor. So I'm just going to mix this in, and then I also chose to go with it Dark Ocean Blue by Eye Candy. And I think I'll be using different resins for different techniques, because this one gets a lot of bubbles because you're supposed to be spreading it on really thin and the bubbles will come out. But you can't really use this for clear portions because of the bubbles. So maybe I'll use UV resin when I do like flowers and things. I'm gonna just hopefully not melt my cup when I do this, like that. Pop some bubbles that did come to the surface. And this one I'm going to mix a little bit of dark ocean blue. I haven't used this one yet, so this is a new one to me. Probably don't need very much. It's just a tiny little bit of resin. And this will kind of give me an idea how much each bookmark will hold for a first layer. Because I want to go over each one with clear, just to make it really pretty. All right, I'm just gonna wipe this off. And I forgot to put my apron on. One moment, please. I don't want to get this on my clothes, and I have to tie my hair back. I'm so not prepared. It's like morning, and I'm not used to doing this in the morning. So, hang on a minute. I just gotta tie my hair back. Don't wanna... I have cut many inches of hair off from resin in there before, so I don't want to cut any hair off today. This one, I hope I can get these bubbles out. I'm not going to do inside those flowers. I'm going to go around the flowers and leave the flower opening open, you know what I mean? So we're just going to do a little bit of drips, just to get the glitter in there. And we're gonna need even less when we dome them, probably. In there. So get yourself, if you're working around the flowers like me, get yourself something skinny like this. A dotting tool, a scribe, whatever you can. Hopefully this is pushed down. So far it's not leaking anywhere. I'm just going to go around this whole flower. And I don't like doing like kind of straight lines on stuff like this, so I just kind of blend it. Usually at an angle, kind of like that, just so it looks like I didn't pour it in a straight line. And then I'm going to put some at the top. So I'm not even going to use all of this glitter. Just kind of let it flow where it wants to. Wipe this off. And I hope this color goes well with this. A thin layer. So they don't blend. I hope they don't blend. I just want them to touch. Like that. So I have a lot left. I probably could have used 1/4 of an ounce. So we're probably gonna fill up that little turtle. Maybe I'll just do a little bit more because it is kind of thin. And I don't see many bubbles. Let me put a little bit more glitter right here, because it kind of got rid of my glitter above the flower. Like that. And then I'll take a long neck lighter, pop those bubbles that surfaced. And it looks like it's not leaking anywhere, not even in those open flower portions. So if you use a thick resin, make sure you're going to pour it thin so you can pop those bubbles when they surface. Otherwise, you're going to see a bunch of bubbles. Okay, well, this is what we're going to do with the rest. We're going to let this cure, and we're going to start filling up this turtle, because I don't want to do more than one design for you. I want to give you a whole bunch of ideas. So we're just going to fill up the turtle, and I'm sure we're going to need another mold. Maybe I'll just, because yeah, I use like half of that, so it's really hard to mix less than 1/2 of an ounce, but I'm gonna try. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I need to move some stuff. Every time I do stuff like this, like, it takes over my bench. Put that out of the way. I'm going to keep checking it for bubbles. Let's see, this one I'm going to do, I think, clear on the bottom and some flowers on the top, like dried flowers, pressed flowers. These came in Happy Mail recently. Let me move this stuff from last flower. I don't need this. I don't need this. Let's see what we have for colorings. That even came with some stickers in here. Now we need small flowers because these are small. So we've got pinks and reds in this package. And some stickers and some tweezers. Look at that. I'll put those with my tweezers. And this package has tweezers, stickers, and we've got whites. What color, or should I combine them? These are all pretty much, oh, look at that big, huge one. I haven't seen a big one like that in a package. Maybe I should mix them. I'm not going to use the stickers. I don't know. Maybe I'll put some crushed crystal in the clear. Let me grab some more resin and get these open. I decided to mix up 10 milliliters instead of half an ounce. So hopefully we won't have as much left over. Excuse me. I do want to give you an alternate to crushed crystal. This is the non-sync glitter from Into Resin. You should try this if you cannot get your hands on crushed crystal. This is basically the same sparkle factor. It floats. You can use this as sparingly as the crushed crystal, and it comes in lots of colors. So you have actually a bigger variety if you buy their set instead of the crushed crystal. Because I know a lot of you can't get it where you're at, or they were out of stock for like a month or so. And I have this set here that I barely use because I forget about it. And I have 6 colors: rose gold, gold, copper, dark gold, light gold. And I think they also have other colors as well. Now, because I have so many bubbles in here, it's hard for me to see. I keep adding a little bit. I hope I'm not over adding it. I did use the same epoxy, hoping I can get the bubbles out. I just wanted that little sparkle factor. I'm going to just do a touch. I'm barely putting anything in at a time. But like I said, I've got a ton of bubbles in this. So I really don't know if I've overdone it. So let's just, I'm going to pour the whole thing. Not the whole thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to pour up to the flower, but not in the flower. And then I'm going to set my flowers in there. And pop all the bubbles before I lay the flowers down. Otherwise, you're not going to be popping them after that. I should probably use my scribe thing here. I'm really hoping I can pop all these bubbles. I should have used my UV resin on this one, but I didn't. This could be a bomb. I don't know. I hope I can get these bubbles out. I'm just going to go all around this flower. I'm hoping my lighter doesn't like melt the tape underneath here. I just want a little drop right there. Okay, I've got it everywhere and I still have some extra. But it's so hard to mix up anything less than the 10 milliliters, especially when you're using big bottles. Let's see how well I can get these bubbles out before we lay flowers down without melting my tape. I do have this little tiny lighter torch. It might actually work. I just don't want to melt anything. Actually, it got my bubbles out. Look at that. And there's a sparkle factor from the resin. So what I'm going to do, I think, is just grab some tweezers. Oh, let's use the new tweezers and see how they do. I just want a little bit of green in the background. And here's some tiny little green pieces. I should have worked my way from the top to the bottom. And there's one more. I probably don't need this long stem. I don't know. There, and then we'll put some little flowers. I opened up the red and I opened up the white. I'm just gonna lay them in there. I think all the bubbles are gone, so it actually worked really well. Less is more, I think, in this case. There, let me see what I can find in the white that's really, really tiny. How about some dried baby's breath? Right there. Oh, that's so pretty. So once everything is cured, like I said, we will go over with the top coat. Should I do this here or not? I shouldn't have put that pink one in there. Wonder if I can get it out. Of course I can. Let's do that there. I don't think this pink one belongs, to be honest with you. So we're gonna have to scrap you. I'm sorry. Let me shut that. I think that's good for that. And I'm just going to drop a drip right there to get it even with the rest. It's not leaking anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my flowers away and get the next one ready. And since I have this left, I think what I'm gonna do is pour it in this one. And we're gonna do another flower one in this long, hopefully I have enough now. And it's getting warm. Like I said, this stuff sets up super fast. Which is why I wanna use it so I can put my next coat on top without turning my heat mat on. I'm just gonna spread it out everywhere. It's really thin because I don't have quite enough. So I got 2 out of that 1/4 ounce. Oh, that looks good. And I think I'm gonna do like just the bottom half with flowers, maybe. Get all these bubbles out. The longer you wait on this fast set, you're not going to get the bubbles out pretty soon. I don't have a ton in here, but at least my flowers will stick. And I didn't have to use that as extra since it was clear. I got a bubble right there. Right there. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to do whites in this one. Maybe a little bit of green. Do I have any skinny green stuff? Let me see. You know what? No greens. No greens. I'm going to do whites. And I'm just going to do the bottom. Let me see. What do I want to do? I don't have a ton of like tiny little flowers. Here's a, like I said, I only want to do the bottom. I probably should have put these in the bottom. And then layered it. Or I can break the stem off. Guys, I don't have a plan. I'm literally winging it. I kind of have a plan of what I'm going for on them, but as far as execution wise, I'm winging it. And then let's put that in there. I'm going to move that up just a hair. And we'll do I have something different is the question. Tiny little one over here. I'm trying to get out that. And I have one more like that. These you might be able to see through after the fact. I'm trying to move it. I probably shouldn't have because it's really thick. Move that one over there. Okay, that's it. I'm just going to pop some bubbles up here. And that's that one. Okay, next. I mixed up enough for 2. I'm going to go ahead and put this sparkle in it again. Oh gosh, hope that's not too much. I'm going to do one with feathers and one steampunk style. I wanted to use the feathers I just received in Happy Mail called Happy Feathers. However, they're too big. So I had to go through my stash of feathers and find really, really small ones. Hopefully this isn't too much. Yeah, these are like way too wide and fluffy. So I found these tiny little ones in my stash. So we're going to try to put them in here. The steampunk one, I'm going to work face down. So what I'm going to put in is going to be the front. We're going to back it later in black and not in clear. Because I didn't want to put black down now to work face up because those might sink in there and we might not see them. So I'm going to just fill both of these halfway with the same resin and then place the feathers and the gears in there. Could I have used all of it? Grab my little, move that out of the way. Just have to pop the bubbles before you put anything in there. This one seems to be working okay to do that, so I'm going to keep using it just so it cures really, really fast on me. I mean, by the time I get done with all of these, and I don't know how many I'm going to do today, I would love to do them all. Maybe I will. I don't know. Stick around and find out. That way, by the time I get done, I can go back and pour my clear and black back coats over them pretty quickly after. There's that. Ah! I even folded it over. So let's get this popped, especially this one since we're working face down. Come on, pop those bubbles. Come on. I'm afraid to use that little torchy one because I don't want to like pop through my resin. Just be really quick. So far, none have leaked. Gotta be really quick. All right, that looks good. So let's try the feathers. I have them held down here by my scissors. My ceiling fan is on. They're flying everywhere. And I don't know how many will fit. And I'll probably have to trim some off the sides when they're done. Are we even going to see these? Let me use these little ones. I just pulled out like 5 of them. Come on, get off my fingers. Let me use, maybe we only need about 3. I don't really want to cover them. Yeah, I think we only need the 3. I don't need 5. Let's very difficult to, let me see if I can get these little flyaways in there. Come on, go in there. Yeah. How well we see them, I'm not sure, because they are dark blue and black. So that's all I'm gonna do with that, I think. I don't think I need anything else in there. So I'm just gonna pop those one more time, set that aside. And we will do some gears in this one. Let's see. I don't want to go too big. Just try to fill in all these little spots. Is that one gonna fit there? See, I'm glad I didn't do black because they are going underneath. So I'm just gonna work my way up and try to keep them touching so there's no like blank areas. Just use your smallest ones. Some of these got resin together. Oh, there we go. We got it apart. Yay. Can I use a big one? Maybe we'll use this big one right in the center. Work around it. And then when it's dry, we can go over black, and this will be our back side. This one got resin together from another project. Let's see. I think I have a little, there's two stuck together. Oh well, we'll use it. Yeah, that didn't take much to go cover these. So I'm glad I did that. I need really, really, really tiny. Really tiny. Here we go. We need something. How about one of these? Oops. Right there. And that's it. So they're pretty much underneath the resin, most of it, which doesn't make a difference. Maybe I'll just get them all under the resin. Oh gosh, see, that's why you should. And I even folded that one over. Where's my stick? I'm just gonna drizzle the rest of this over them just to make sure they're in there, and then I won't have any extra. Perfect. Retorch it. This one's not covered. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside and grab the next one. For this one, I'm going to do the bottom in this maroon color that is gorgeous. I'm going to do the top in white, and then I'm going to separate the two colors with my pot of gold, which is a gold leaf that's already separated. You don't have to break it up. That should be pretty. Or should I get my silver one? Should we do gold or silver? I don't know. We'll figure it out after I pour. So there's the maroon. I'm going to use my ocean white Don't need much. I'll probably have extra of this because I did a 1/2 ounce total for everything. I think I'll start with my flower, so if this gets thick on me, I can still get it in these petals here. Let me move that. Just gotta drip it because I don't really want the flower filled in on any of them. I just want to go around it so it speaks for itself. Isn't that a pretty color? There. I mean, if you wanted to get really fancy, you can color, maybe use UV resin and go in those leaves with green and the flower with their own color. I'm not going to get that fancy. I'm going to stay kind of simple here today. Getting stuck to that tape. So far, nothing's leaking. So that's good. That in there. Yes, Mr. Glitz.
You want to taste some of my dry rub?
Not right now. I don't want to eat on camera.
Why not? People love it.
He makes our own jerky. Oh, is that for smoking something today?
Yeah, I wanted to see which one you like best.
I think he's smoking leg of lamb tonight.
Yeah, just for my queen.
Oh, my queen.
You're my queen.
All right, I'm going to do that.
That means I'm your king.
Yes, it does, I guess.
Cherish me.
Cherish me.
Hey, those are going to look nice.
Gee, thanks. Make sure you guys come back. Tomorrow is our 40K giveaway. It's going to be huge. I got tons of prizes. We're both going to be doing... Yes, we're both going to be doing projects. The projects will be given away.
Is it a competition?
No.
It's a competition.
There's that. Now I need to get the pot of gold in there. Somehow.
In where? The white?
Nope. Gosh, I hope I don't get this everywhere. Right here.
That looks remarkable.
I guess gold looks good because we have a gold frame. I'm just afraid it's gonna fly where I don't want it. How's that?
Leave it and leave.
Leave it and leave.
I can do it.
I have a little bit of red seeping through there for some reason. Move that. And one more torch. So I'll put the rest of this red and white in my turtle here. This thing will set up really fast because it's deep, and this is not meant to be poured deep. This is strictly for coating. Like I said, I use this one for my tumblers, not for anything else. All right. I don't know what that turtle's gonna look like. It'll probably look terrible, but heck, it's okay. It's just an extra anyway. This one's for all you modern people out there, black and white. So I think I'm gonna do, let me do my bottom first with the white around this flower. And kind of above. My other one that I just did moved a little bit, and the gold leaf is now up against the flower instead of, so I didn't go high enough with the maroon. So I want to make sure I go high enough with the white on this one. So I'm just going to drip it in these spots. And then I think I'm going to marble this one at the, I'm going to try to marble it. I should have done the white at the top. It would have been easier to marble. Well, maybe I'll leave, I don't know. I'll figure it out here in a minute, which end I'm going to marble. Guess I can marble the black with the white. I was going to marble the white with the black. But it kind of will be hard to do around this flower. But I do want to go higher than the flower this time. I should have done it on the last one. Too late now. I just want to fill these in a little bit more. Oh, did that one leak? I don't know. Let's do a little bit more in here. Okay, there's the white. Wipe that off. Pour the black. And then I'll pop the bubbles. This little lighter thingy's working pretty good. It's not going through or anything. A lot of bubbles in there. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do that line. Well, that's where the gold leaf, I thought about putting gold leaf right there. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I will marble the white into the black. And maybe I'll marble some black into the white. I don't know. Kind of playing it by ear. I just hope we don't lose that color. It's the nice thing about fast setting resin is it's gonna set before you could lose much. But I can't guarantee it. Just need to get a little more white up here, otherwise it will lose. I keep putting black in my white here. Well, let's see. Let me pop the bubbles. And then do the same thing with the white and the black, maybe. I don't know. Should I just leave it? Yeah, I'm gonna wonder forever. Not a lot, just a little. Kind of looks cool. Tiny, tiny, tiny bits. I don't want too much down here. I don't know, that looks kind of cool if you ask me. I know, nobody's asking me. We'll blend that there. Pop these bubbles. Tons of bubbles in this one. The only thing I can think is if it does, when it does cure, it's going to kind of move to the center. I was going to put gold leaf in the center, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to need some white on these edges because I'm losing it. And every time I torch it, I lower the viscosity of it, which means it's going to get watery again. I don't know, that's kind of cool. I'm going to set that one aside and be done. I'm not going to do the gold leaf. And then we will put this into my little turtle. It's already hard, you guys. I told you you can't pour that thick. It cures so fast. It's like a tabletop resin, basically. You cannot pour those thick, or you will have a flash cure. Thank God it's not smoking or anything. All right, let me put that away and grab another one. You know you're not getting away without a beach one, right? So I mixed some of that non-sink silver in here. Pulled out some new colors that I got. I ordered from Pixis, some blues. So I'm gonna try 3 of them today. And I pulled out some shell. And we're gonna make like a little beach scene after I pop bubbles. Some of the flowers did leak underneath, so I did help them over there so it didn't look like a mistake, and I just filled the rest of them in. Not completely, but a lot of it. So I'm just gonna take the thinnest, smallest shells that I can find and build a little portion down here with some shell. Then I'm going to drop my alcohol inks in and just kind of mix them that way. These always look gorgeous under resin. It does not matter what you put them in. It's going to be beautiful. Should have done a whole entire bookmark of them, but the day is not over yet, is it? I don't know how much I'm going to go up. I'm just trying to grab the thinnest ones that I have. And build a beach. You know, like build a bear, we're just gonna build a beach. What do we got here? That one might be too thick, but we're gonna try it. Nope, it's good. Here's a white one. That's probably enough. What do you think? Pop these bubbles again as they rise. Oh, is that one too tall? No. Close. So I think what I'm gonna do, and I don't remember which is which. Shoot. I was dropping them on this paper towel here because they're new, I'm not used to them. I don't know which color is the darkest. Which one is this? Oops. That is the lightest. So we're gonna do two drops of that one. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do 2 colors and then swirl them. Actually, it's gonna take over, so I guess it didn't even matter. I wasn't gonna do that to my resin, but it's too late now. I only needed a half a drop. I just want to pull some down, pull some up. I'm not going to put any white in there or anything. I'm just hoping that didn't happen. My fingers are sticking. I didn't want, I need a micro brush. I didn't want my shells to get covered. Shoot. Maybe I can clean it later. I'm not sure if it's gonna stain the gold or not. Yeah, we might lose them under there. Just didn't want that blue going down here. And I'm not going to be able to avoid it. So, note to yourself, 1 drop or less. Is this... I'm not going to be able to do anything with that. It's too late. So, I want to get that off my... Well, those might end up being blue, which I don't want to happen, but oh well. Let me move this out of the way. I guess I will add, which one didn't I use? The ocean. I'll add ocean to this one and pour it in my turtle. Kind of wanted all 3, but that would have definitely taken over. Not sure how this turtle's gonna look. He's curing from below because it's so warm on the bottom of it that each layer is getting cured quick. Okay. Next one, I'm just going to try one of my new glitters called Smoke and Mirrors. This is a chunky, medium, and fine mix. And it's grays, silvers, and whites. So I want to try it in resin. And we're just gonna do this, nothing else. I'm waiting for my jars to come in, so they're sitting in these cups, hoping not to spill while we wait. I don't know if I'll be able to get them around the flower very well with all this chunky glitter in here, but I'm certainly gonna try. Let me grab my dotting tool. Try to get it where I need to get it. This probably wasn't the right flower to choose for a chunky mix now that I'm already committed to doing this. I might end up having to go inside these little flowers. Oh boy, big drop. I just don't want to cover up the gold. That's the whole point. Go around it if I can. And then we're going to top coat the whole thing with clear, of course, so it'll all be connected together. Let's get some in there. Yeah, I probably picked the wrong flower to do this on. A little too chunky. It's very pretty, subtle gray and white. It'll look better when I get the bubbles out. There we go. Need a little bit over here, down the side. A little bit right there. Okay, that looks good. And the turtle will get the rest. I've got 3 more. I might as well do them. I'm going to spread you out before you cure. For this one, I pulled out an Aurora powder to see what that's going to look like in there. That might be pretty. Just the tiniest bit. This is number 7. These are by Into Resin. It's just deceiving because of all the bubbles. And I'm so glad they're popping because it's so thin. So let's just pour this in. I don't think I'm going to be too fancy on the last couple, because not everybody wants to be fancy. So I want to give you some easy ideas that might be beautiful. Let's see, I need a dotting tool. And between the last couple, I might just fill that little turtle up. Hopefully. I want to see how terrible he looks. He can't be that bad. Can't be worse than my extra conch shell that I fill up with all those millions of layers. I don't know if I'm going to pull my Cricut out today or not. I'll think about it while these are curing for good. I might put something on underneath the clear. I'm not sure yet. I just want to get this thick enough. I don't need a super thick clear coat, but I do want clear coat on them. That's it for that one. Where's my paper towel? Let's get these bubbles popped while it's not too late. That's pretty. What do you think? A little piece of... Wonder if I catch it right, I could swirl in here and let it stay swirled. Which is just a few minutes away. I don't know, we'll see. What do you think? Do you like it swirled? At one point, it'll be too late. I got 2 left. I can't believe I did this whole entire package today. I'm just afraid I'm not going to get back to them because of everything else I have scheduled. So that's why I want to get them done if I can today. Come on, spread out. Very curious to see this little dude. Not that bubbles matter, and I definitely don't want to ruin this mold. I got the last 2 ready, and I pulled out those cut up pieces of dichroish films that I used in my last video with the water ripples. And I pulled out these cute little confettis, little dog prints and fish bones and things from Happy Mail. So I think I'm going to do these 2 like that. I have already put in some of the silver non-sync glitter. And I made sure to mix up enough to fill up the rest of that turtle so we can unmold that today too. See what we got. So I'm just going to put a thin layer, pop the bubbles, lay these on the back, and then when we top coat them, well, actually these would be back coated. I will probably do color for them. Probably black for the dichroish films, and I'm not sure what color for the little sequins. Maybe like, I don't know, a color that's in the sequin already. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. I did check the ones, the first 3 or 4 that we did are already cured and ready for a top coat. So that does not take long at all. And I'm literally doing this one after another. I'm not taking breaks off camera or anything. So you're watching me basically real time. And that's how fast that stuff sets up. That's why I use it for tumblers. There is no discount code for that one though, if you like this resin. I'm not an affiliate with them, so I have no codes. I wish I was, because I would love to get a discount on that. That is an expensive resin, but when you're doing tumblers and you need them perfect, it's worth the extra few dollars to pay for that resin. But like I said, no discount code for that one. Okay. Oh, that was close. Okay. Where is my little tweezers? So I'm just gonna lay them in. And there's a bunch of different colors here. These are from when me and Dawn did our last, what was that? The Battle of the Bugs. That was what it was called. And we cut all these films up. And I kept them for exactly reasons like this. So I have different colors here, and they're going to look really cool with a black backing. I hope. That's my plan anyway. I might have to cut them more. I am layering them because they're not cut obviously perfectly. So I don't really care what color goes where. They're all going to be beautiful. I do have a discount code for you for these things. These are awesome. Not expensive at all, and then you will save even more money with the code. I'm just trying to cover every inch so we don't see a bunch of black through. There's a big one. We're gonna do that. And if you layer them, you'll get different colors. Like some of these have already been fused together with other colors when we did the other project. So you can take a heat gun and you can fuse them together if you want to. Let's do it this way. Before you put them in your project, I absolutely love using these in my projects. I wish I could do them all the time, but I know you guys would get bored of the same thing over and over. Plus, I have a ton on my schedule to get out to you guys. And I am waiting for a couple things for my 40,000 giveaway. I'm waiting to talk to a couple people. So it may not be tomorrow. It might be the day after that. So don't hold me to what I said earlier because I just remembered. I'm waiting on a couple emails to make it even better for you guys. See how I'm just kind of like a puzzle. And when you don't have a piece to fit, you put one over it. Well, that'll go good in the corner right there. There's even some textured ones, but I'm not going to use those in this one today. Let's do it this way. Make sure you shut your ceiling fan off, though. These things will blow everywhere. That's what I had to do, so it's getting warm in here. There we go. That's pretty much all of that one. And they should all stay without a problem. You know what? I'm going to pour this into here. Maybe I will dump a bunch of blue glitter because I don't need it anymore for these, and I don't want it to cure in my cup, which is exactly what it's going to do. And we're going to finish off the turtle with blueberry sparkle before it's too late. And that worked out perfectly. That's exactly what I needed. Don't know what he's going to look like. And I bet one of you already have this in your package from eBay orders. Because you are always a week behind me, and these things end up getting sent out before the video goes out. So, hope you like it, whoever got it. Let's see. I'm going to move these over. Actually, let me get these off my desk. These have little paw prints, little dogs. Look at that. We'll put a dog right in the middle. How cute. And cats. Oh, there's cats too. We'll do a cat down here. And let's see, we got dog bones. Oh, that's why there's fish in there for the cats. And paw prints. So we'll have to come up with a color. Here's some fish bones for the cats. More paw prints. Let's do some here. What shall I do? A dog bone right there. Just trying to fit these together like a puzzle. We'll do some fish bones up there. We'll do one right there. And one there. They're kind of gonna go over each other. I probably should have popped the bubbles. I think I did though. I hope I did. Just pushing them down a little bit, get some resin over them to hold them in place. I think that's good. Just adjust. There we go. And that's it, you guys. That's it until we top coat. So I need to wait until they're all cured, not just the first ones, because I want to pour them all at the same time. Whoops. Okay. I'm done playing. I think that's good. All right, BRB. I've now mixed up 4 ounces of my 4-hour fast cure resin because I didn't want it this deep in a cup with that other epoxy that I was using. So this is 3 ounces with the non-sink glitter and then 1 ounce here with black. So these 3 are getting black. Now, I have a little bit of time to work with this. They all look pretty good. The only one I don't think I like is going to be this one, and that's because it's not under an obscured background, like a water ripple effect. I'm going to pour it anyway. Actually, this side looks better, but I can't back that side because this side is bumpy. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to like that one, so we might trash that one or try to figure out what to cover it with words or something. I'm not sure. We're going to just do it anyway. So I'm just going to, oops, try to keep it off the bezel the best that I can. I knew I wasn't going to be able to work with this fast enough. That's why I didn't get that fast cure stuff out. And you're going to want to dome it pretty good. The best that you can without going over. So I'm just gonna do this in fast forward. I did get some major happy mail today I do want to share with you, but since this is mixed, I'm going to do this first. So I will fast forward just a few minutes because this is going to take me quite a while and I want to concentrate and not like talk for the next 20 minutes trying to do this. So I'm just going to put it on, dome it, and then pop the bubbles and move them aside.
Crafting magic through the night, glitz and glitter shining bright, bookmark worlds in gold delight. Every sparkle tells a tale, a resin river we set sail. Poured with care, a sparkling stream, golden shimmer weave a dream. Hands create what hearts design, little treasures frozen in time. Glitz and glitter shining bright, bookmark worlds in gold delight. Every sparkle tells a tale, a resin river we set sail. Hold the shimmer, feel the glow, golden secrets only you'll know. Glitz and glitter, a handmade spell, crafted moments that time shining bright. Bookmark worlds in goldy light. Every sparkle tells a tale. The resin river we set sail.
Everything's done, but it's time for Happy Mail. You guys, I got this huge box and the funniest story. But before I go into that, I did get one thing from Barbara again. She sent me this gorgeous mold. It's a peacock. I can't wait to do it. I can already see jewels in all those little holes. I can already see all these in different colors and lots of extras being used into this beautiful mold. Thank you, Barbara. I love it. I was trying to catch up on emails today while this was curing, and I had so many to get back to. Guys, I'm so sorry if I'm behind on your emails. It takes me some time. I have so many things I have to do every single day, and while this was curing, I was trying to catch up. Well, I opened up an email from Tina, and Tina was telling me that she sent me Happy Mail and it should arrive on Tuesday. I literally was typing, I have not received it yet. And as soon as I typed that, my doorbell rang. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding. There's no way. So Don walks in with this massive box. And I'm showing you the box on the screen right now. You guys, these are all storage compartments. Can you believe this, Tina? You are amazing. You're like a lifesaver. I have things to put away now. Thank you so much. So much. So not only did she give me that huge box, she wrote me a beautiful letter. And Tina, I'm passing the letter on to Don, just so you know. She sent me hardware. She sent me a whole bunch of the little backs, the pins that I was making the turtles with. And they come with the little pin and the backing. She sent me these to make little stick pins with. Those are really cool. I don't have any of those. Flat, round tray, lapel, jewelry making accessory, that's the same thing. She sent me some more charms. Love them. They are so cute. I think I have this batch, but I'm probably half gone by now. She sent me flat back bales, 100 of them. Thank you so much. She sent me new tools. It's so funny because I was just saying how the tops pop out and I can't stand it. So I have a brand new set. So I'm going to get rid of all the ones that popped out on me if the glue didn't hold. And she did not leave Don out. She sent this huge bag of butterscotch candies and he is dying to open these. He loves butterscotch candies, guys. Thank you, Tina. Tina, that was amazing. You have blessed me so much. You don't even know how much you have blessed me. I feel bad you spent so much on the shipping, just the shipping, let alone all the stuff inside that box. Oh my gosh. So, gosh, you guys, I love all of you. You guys make me feel like so humbled that you are sending me all this stuff. Oh my gosh. So thank you. That was the Happy Mail for today. I did finish off the extras. I threw in one of my new glitters, and boy, at the end, it was getting so thick and gloopy, but they ended up coming out okay. The bears have some holes in them from like micro bubbles not being able to escape, especially with me putting a bunch of glitter in and making it even thicker. So I made two little magnet bears. I made this keychain. This is the newest glitter, and a whole bunch of pendants, so I can add these to my giveaway batch. So those are all the same glitter. Beautiful. I top coated everything with UV resin and put the pinch bales on, and then I had a little bit of black resin, so I added a glitter so it would sink to the back, added the charm, and top coated, put a keychain on that. So those were the extras. Oh, let's do the turtle. I did not take him out. Oh my gosh, it looks like Captain America. Little blob off center of glitter. Oh my gosh. Don might like this one. It's red, white, and blue. How funny. Not my favorite. Okay, so I did take them all off. I took all the backing off the tape, washed it all down because it's sticky from the backing adhesive. Washed it down with alcohol, and I picked tassels for each of them. So we'll go through them one at a time. So I picked a maroon tassel, and I have hundreds of tassels from Happy Mail. So these are not the ones that particularly came in the box that they sent me. So I did have ones that that matched. So you could see, I don't know if you could see, but the little glitter is sparkling through. I need to get that off. And I'm going to wash them down with soap and water too, just to finish cleaning them all off. But there's the one. Here is the glittered one. And everything's top coated. I tried to go over the bezel, but it was pretty much repelling. Some of it has been coated and some of it has not. And I will tell you, these were not easy to get in this hole. What I did, I took a little dotting tool and I just put the loop over it and I kind of pushed the tassel through there, and then I grabbed it and pulled it through. These holes were really, really small, so it did take me some time just to get the tassels in. But what do you think? Do you like? I don't know if that was the best color for the gold frame, but that's what we got. Here is the black and white one, and it's pretty. Here's the back. I mean, the backs aren't great, but that's not what we're going for. And I realized, because I was going to use my Cricut for some, and then as I'm top coating them in the fast forward, I'm like, I didn't put anything on the Cricut. I didn't put any wording on anything. And that was the time to do it, because I'm not going to put another layer on here for a top coat. So none of them ended up getting anything written on them, and I did want to write on some of them. I completely forgot. So my little flowers, while on the heat mat curing for the last hour, developed some little bubbles in there. So I put some little rhinestones just randomly throughout to make it look like I wasn't covering anything. There were not that many bubbles. I just wanted to make sure it looked decent. So that is the blue one with the glitter. That side looks pretty too. And then here's the one with the feathers. I had to cover 2 bubbles, so I just went through with the rhinestones. And this one is very pretty. It's very petite and clear and dainty, but you're seeing it on a black background. Let me find here. Isn't that pretty? It looks so much better when you don't have a black background shining through it. And the feathers came out great. Really, really good. So happy with that one. Here is the Aurora powder one. And I did have to fix bubbles on this one as well. So I ended up going through the whole thing because there were a bunch of bubbles on the little flower. So I just put them everywhere. I mean, they're the tiniest stones that I have, so they're really not sticking up much farther than the resin is. And then here is the seashell one. That looks pretty cool the way it came out, because it wasn't mixed in the resin, it was just dripped on. Oops, piece of glitter there. So that one's really pretty. Then we got steampunk. Not too bad. Looks really good. I got a brown tassel on with that one. Love that one. Then we have my not so favorite one. So that's it with the black background, and I wish it had an obscured front and you wouldn't see all those shapes. And this is one that I really wanted to write on and I did not do it. So that kind of stinks. Actually, you still can. This was the back, so it's flat. This side got domed, but if you dome it, then you're talking another layer. And people who are very serious about book reading don't like really thick bookmarks. So that's just going to be a freebie. And if they throw it away, it's okay. Here's the dog one. So cute with the black background, the bones and the paw prints and the fish and everything, the little cat head. So there's that one. And the nice thing about these bezels, your bookmarks are not gonna like curl up. You know how they curl up when you make them? These don't do that. Here is the pretty white flowered one. It looks really nice, clear, but because I can't show it to you clear, you're gonna either see it on black or on white. Here it is on white, and the sparkle dust is so pretty. So remember, if you can't get a hold of the crushed crystal, grab yourself some non-sinking glitter. And here is the last one. I can't believe I did all 12. I don't know. Oh, this is the back. This is the front. I guess I should have flipped my little flowers around, because now the backs of those flowers are on here. So this one should get a top coat. You could do that with UV resin. I just might do that because this kind of looks like the front now, because the fronts of my white flowers are there. Well, guys, I know it was a long one. I know you love long ones, so that was just for you. There was no way I was just going to leave 3 or 4 out for another day. So that's it. I will probably top coat 2 of these and get them completely finished with UV resin off to the side, and stick around for those photos. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you got some ideas, some inspiration to try them yourself. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings. A masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew in every